Hi, my name is Erin Tatum. I'm 18 years old and I'm a freshman at Berkeley. I have cerebral palsy and I'm with the Disabled Students Residence Program here. These are Prox card sensors, and you take your card and you flash it in front of these little boxes and it opens the doors and calls the elevators to the dorms. Right now, I'm gonna give you a peek inside my dorm and show you where I live, so let's go. So, welcome to my room. It's pretty spacious considering sometimes they pack about 3 people into a room this size, so I'm pretty lucky. But over here would be my t-shirts and sweatshirts and things like that. I'm kind of addicted to clothes. I love clothes and dressing up, and over here is all my jewelry. Jewelry is probably one of my favorite accessories. I love necklaces, I love earrings, and as you can see, I love organizing them in different ways to make it aesthetically pleasing, I guess you could say. Oh, I try to look nice every day, but especially today because it's TV, so I put this shirt on just because I really like patterns and prints make me feel really adventurous, so this shirt has a lot of print on it, and also it's a bit cold today, so I wanted to keep it a little bit warmer, so I chose something with 3/4 length sleeve because Bay Area weather is crazy. That's another thing about me. I always keep my nails painted because it just gives me confidence, and I feel like it's really feminine and fun. So it's just an expression of personal style that I think is really fun because it always changes. Being from the East, people out here are really different, so I'm not used to guys coming up to me and talking to me because they usually just pass me right on by. But guys out west are really nice and really open and really attractive too, so it's the best of all worlds because it really opens up the amount of people that you interact with. This is the lounge, and it's where my floor mates and I go to hang out if we want a quiet place to study or just relax and talk to other people on the floor. And it can either be an academic space or a social space. I think a couple weeks ago we had a birthday party in here, so it's all purpose. This is where everybody keeps their stuff for in the morning, like teeth brushing, hair combs, whatever. This is my locker, and I pretty much just keep all the stuff that I need to brush my teeth for in the morning, like toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, that kind of stuff. It's pretty boring, but it's here. Okay, well, this is the sink, and with a little bit of effort, I can turn on the water.
Things not working.
There we go. This is the accessible shower stall where I take my showers in the morning. It's a lot bigger than the other shower stalls, as you can see, and there's a lot of space, and there's a handrail for us to grab on if you need balance or support, and there's also a shower head that comes down that's easily reachable, so it works for getting showers in the morning, and it makes it a lot easier for us. typical day, how I go to the campus. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Tiani.
Cool, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Good, thanks. We're shooting for Brazilian TV a show about disabilities, so would you mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Go for it.
So since you've been at Berkeley, have you ever been exposed to this many disabled people in this large of a disabled community?
Well, I think there's just as many disabled people elsewhere, but because you're with more people here, you definitely see more disabled people, and also because Berkeley is kind of hard to navigate, we have many buildings, lots of stairs, lots of hills, you definitely see the ways disabled people are disprivileged in many ways. So I know some of my friends are in the disabled student program here at Berkeley, and the disabled student program just provides certain services that facilitate life for disabled people. They have note takers that will take notes in class for people that might not be able to see as well or hear as well, for example.
Yeah, I have those too. The disabled students program offers a really broad range of services that, from personal experience, even this only being my first semester, it makes academic life a lot easier. See your necklace, is that the Brazilian flag?
It is the Brazilian flag.
Cool. Have you been there before? Where you been?
Yeah, I worked there for a summer in Salvador.
Oh, wow.
I worked in a research lab there doing work in tuberculosis.
Oh, cool. How was that?
It was so much fun. I loved it so much, and I hope I can go back one day.
So do you speak Portuguese?
Só falo pouquinho.
Do you think you can give a message to the people in Brazil?
Oi, pessoa do Brasil que está assistindo a este programa fantástica sobre as pessoas com disabilidades.
So right now, I'm in the eucalyptus grove, and it's fitting because I'm a conservation and research studies major, which is all about preserving the beauty of environmental spots such as this. And it's even beyond that, it's just a beautiful setting to just enjoy nature and relish the experience of being in a natural environment. I was born and raised in Pennsylvania, actually, so this is my first time away from home for more than a few weeks. So I moved out here almost 2 months ago, and it's really different because where I grew up, it was literally all forest. It was a log cabin in the middle of a forest, so it's really a culture shock to live in the middle of a city, especially one as vibrant and crazy as Berkeley, so it's definitely an experience. Berkeley is just a hotbed of activism, the protests of the 60s all took place here, and that spirit is very much alive. For example, tomorrow there's a walkout. Berkeley is definitely a special place when it comes to activism and having your voice to be heard, which is also why it's good to be here as a disabled student. West and in Berkeley in particular, it's completely different. I'm not used to anybody coming up to me and starting a legitimate conversation with me where they didn't talk to me like I was a small child. So it's definitely a privilege, or not even a privilege. It's a right to be treated as a fellow intellectual peer, and to also have people desire to have a mutual relationship with you where you're both on the same level. I know it's cliche, but eventually I want to travel around the world and just immerse myself in all the different cultures. So Brazil is definitely an area that I hope to visit one day soon, and would like to get to know a lot better, because from what I hear, Brazilian culture is fantastic. There's nothing like it in the world. A lot of teenagers just dislike their parents, but my parents and I generally have a good relationship, but I could see that the stress of taking, to be frank, the burden of taking care of a disabled child was getting to be too much for them. They're older, so I recognize the importance of needing to go far, to somewhere where I could be completely isolated. And even though it's been a really hard transition, I recognize that I needed to kind of create my own life and my own identity separate from my parents always having to care for me. But in general, even when I was really, really scared about moving away, especially in the weeks leading up to when I moved, they were really supportive, and they definitely taught me that even though I have to find different ways to do things and it's a little bit more difficult for me to do things, they showed me that I definitely can do them, and they were extremely encouraging. So it was great to have them as a support system, and my sister too. I just wanted to thank you guys for raising awareness of disability, because it's kind of the elephant in the room. It's largely an invisible issue, and I think we need more concerted efforts like this to get the disabled community out in the public and out in the media. So I really thank you guys for the project, and it's been fantastic to do, and I really admire what you're doing. Um